Good morning. This is Attorney Frank Malatesta, and I wanted to talk a little bit today because it's kind of the hot topic in the news. I wanted to talk a little bit today about discrimination and how it relates specifically to immigrants. So we've had this, Muslim ban in the news recently, and the characterization of the media needs to be distinguished between the actual facts of what the Muslim ban is and what it does. But I'm not going to get into that because that's for the Justice Department, these AGs across the country that are bringing these claims, and other people to dive into. So what I want to address is if you're an immigrant and you're working in the workplace and you're being discriminated against because of where you come from or where ignorant people think you come from, you were protected under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. So I just want to address a few specific things, relatively short video, so hang on with me as we kind of go through this. So immigrants are protected from employment discrimination by the laws enforced by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. So what I want to address specifically is what protects your national origin. And that's how you need to do it. There is race discrimination, but I think in the case of somebody who's an immigrant or somebody has a green card or is transitioning into becoming a citizen or has a work visa, you need to make sure that you are specifically identifying where in the law you are going to seek protection. And for most immigrants, that's going to be Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. So if you come from, let's say, India, and you are a computer professional developing code, and you're over here, and someone comes up to you and they say, you know, you missed out on that promotion because the supervisor or the vice president always calls you insert derogatory name. He thinks you're from Pakistan, not India, and you just are shocked to hear about this, and you don't know how to proceed. So in that situation, that would be a failure to promote discrimination violation on the basis of national origin. Now, even if the for lack of a better term, racist VP or supervisor puts you or pigeonholes you into a race, demographic, or protected class discriminatorily, you are still protected under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. So just like with everyone else, you're going to go through this same step-by-step process for discrimination claims with the EEOC. Now, with everything else, when you try and go through the legal route of protecting yourself, nobody's going to make sure that your work visa stays valid. No one's going to make sure. So you need to make sure you talk to an immigration attorney. You talk to somebody and seek counsel before you start this process, because unfortunately the law is very slow, and the EEOC, God bless them, are very, very bogged down in discrimination claims. So just be aware that there is a process here, and you're going to want to seek counsel on exactly what your rights are and what that looks like. I personally, if when I do get cases like that, what I'll do is I'll make sure that we're working in conjunction with his or her immigration law firm or somebody I know, so that we know we're protecting them on both ends. So going back through this and taking a look here, just a couple things I want to hit on. Discrimination based on accent. So if your accent doesn't fundamentally interfere with your job duties, then they cannot discriminate against you for that. So it's a very, I believe, it's a fairly strict standard, because most job functions, a slight accent is not going to harm their ability or interfere with their job role. Now, the defendant is going to, or the respondent in the EEOC process is going to make a claim that it does. But we can fight that, and we can kind of try and move forward from there. Just want you to be aware that it is a per se violation to discriminate on somebody based on their accent, but there are ways around it. So, speak English only rules, those are per se illegal under the EEOC guidance. So just be aware that's how that's going to work. And I think that's everything I wanted to touch on. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, have a great day.